Maran, how do you ensure that business decisions are made only by data and not by assumptions?
Very good question. There are two types of companies that I face with. One is a company that has data but not organized. There's another company, there is no data at all. They are two different scenarios. So if I meet a company or I get into consulting for a company that has data, does not organized, then I will organize it. How we've organized data these days, we use a lot of AI, right? I have in my team somebody called Hema. She's a data analyst. We have somebody working on AI. So we put together the data, ask the AI to organize the data for us. So we build a lot of dashboards. So that is how we organize it. If a company does not even have, I face with a lot of companies that does not even have data in the first place. They have done marketing for months. In those cases, I will give you a interesting thing here. I believe there are no assumptions. There are gut feel in business sense. Founders take a decision based on gut feel. Again, the gut feel is based on data. So the assumption they are doing is actually they're doing based on their data, which is in their mind. Only that it is not opposite. So does an assumption exist in a business scenario? No. Somebody decides based on some kind of an experience or a data, right? That's how they decide, or their gut feel. Okay, this should work, this should not work. So what I do in that scenario where they don't have any data is I start putting together the data from the smallest place. We start with a very easy data to acquire. I'll give you an example. So let's say, for example, LinkedIn, right? What I do is I open LinkedIn and I see the data which LinkedIn provides. LinkedIn provide you with the data of impressions and clicks. So I put a dashboard there for impressions and click for each post. So we will run it for 2 weeks. So this is the impression, this is the engagement for this post, this is the number of comments, this is doing well and this is not doing well. Now, how do we go inside that? We will ask the question as to how many clicks did this post bring to the website. So that is another step. So we build it step by step. Right? So I believe data is very, very important to make decisions. No assumptions at all. Gut feel is okay because there is always a gut feel with everybody that most of the times goes right. You need to build your data. We build data for organization. So data is not there. We build the data. If it is there, if it is not organized, we organize the data. This is how we don't assume things and take decisions.
Maran, what kind of data insights actually influence growth in a company?
What kind of data influences growth in a company? Wow, that's a very nice and very important question. There are two things. One, how much money I invested to bring these leads and how much it is converted to. That is an important data. What am I giving as input for my marketing and sales, and what is the outcome of it? At the last mile, there is a data. How many quotations my team is giving and how many is getting converted into sales. This is a very, very important data. Every leadership team should have on the tip of their fingers, even if they are doing good. So if they have this is a couple of years back, I guess, we were talking to a founder and we were just checking his data. And he said, look, that April month, we did very well. And we did 3 crores a month, where we were only doing around 1 to 1.5 crores. We doubled. When I looked at the number of quotations they had given 5 times the quotation. Actually, they could have done 6-7 crores. They missed it. So you should look at how many quotations you give and how many you convert. And then you can trickle down from there and ask all the questions. The most important is quotation to sales. I'll tell you one more thing. Your branding gets affected here. If you push too hard in this stage, the customer will stop taking the phone. This is why your sales team is coming and telling, oh sir, people are not taking my phone at all. They're ghosting on me, right? You should not push. Your brand will get affected. So the most important data to track is quotation to sales.
How do you handle situations where data is incomplete, but still you have to make a decision out there?
If you cannot leave one thing to choice, is data. There cannot be incomplete data. You cannot work with incomplete data. Then I'm getting into, again, assumptions. I don't want to get there, right? So I'll tell you a classic customer scenario, one customer scenario. For around 6 weeks, we were asking them to produce the right data. They were not bringing the data. Data is somehow incomplete. We were patient and we were pushing. And at one point, I called the founder and told him, I'm not going to come to the next call because there's no point in me coming without complete data. The founder understood that. And then he said, from this month, your incentives will be processed, or your salaries and incentives will be processed based on how much data you input there, right? And then we had to get it done. So in one place, an organization cannot be careless. Afford to be incomplete is in data, especially in sales and marketing. You cannot just operate a successful sales and marketing team without proper data. So that's a non-negotiable. No way you can be incomplete in data.
Maran, why do companies collect data but fail to use it effectively?
It depends on how they collect and present the data. So recently, what we did is we stopped using PowerPoint presentations for KPI meetings. We started going on dashboards, very interactive dashboards. We use AI for that, I told you earlier. What happens is that they collect the data and they don't present it well. There's an organization for about 4 or 5 months, they have an Excel sheet. They put an Excel sheet on the screen and they explain the Excel sheet, and that's not of any use. The essence of all the data should be collected into a dashboard, and then proper KPIs have to be displayed in the dashboard. That is how it becomes effective, right? So collecting the data is one part of it, and presenting it effectively through a dashboard is the right way of doing it. That is where the data becomes, gives you some outcome to it, right? So we are using AI in this as well. So we have connected the dashboard month on month, and we've started asking ChatGPT to say, how are we performing over a period of 3-4 months? That's also giving a lot of answers. So collecting the data is one thing, and presenting it in the right way is the other thing. By presenting it in the right way is how you use it effectively.